Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is DarkHaven, and today we'll be talking about how the upcoming God of War game, God of War Ragnorok, and other games like Horizon Forbidden West, etc., which should have only been next-gen titles, and which when they were announced to be next-gen titles, PS5 exclusive, are now going to be cross-gen with the PS5 and PS4. I'll post a piece of an article up here basically detailing the specific info about, what happened and why they're now going to be cross-gen. So as you can see from this article, I'm not going to show the entire one. If you want to look up more or see more, or don't believe me, just go on Push Square, PCGamer.com, Digital Trends, etc. All the top gaming sites have info on this, and it's also been confirmed by Cory Balrog himself. He's the director for the upcoming God of War game, as well as being the 2018 God of War director, and he posted on Twitter about all of this too. Anyways, as you guys all saw, the article states that the upcoming sequel to 2018's God of War has been delayed. The game, which is not yet titled but has been commonly referred to as God of War Ragnorok, will now release in 2022. More surprisingly, it will launch on both PS4 and the PS5, despite previously appearing to be a PS5 exclusive like previously mentioned. Also, in an interview on the PlayStation blog, head of PlayStation Studios Herman Hulst, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and developer Sony Santa Monica Studios has been affected by the limited access to specialist technology like motion capture equipment. Now I'm sure we can all guess what caused that, the Bud Light virus. This caused the studio to delay the next God of War entry. And for God of War, the project started a little later, Hulst said. So we've made the decision to push that game out to next year to ensure that Sony Santa Monica Studios can deliver the amazing God of War game that we all want to play. Now don't get me wrong guys, I don't mind the delay, okay? I would rather wait to get a good looking game and a great game that plays well, I'd rather wait longer, even if it's an extra year or two. Not a big deal, than to have a game rushed out the door and have it be and play like shit, right? Looking at you, Cyberpunk 2077, still mad and really pissed about that, so yeah. I definitely don't mind the delay if it means we're gonna get a better game and overall experience out of it. It's the cross-gen bullshit that's obviously irritating me. Now, Hulst also mentioned Horizon Forbidden West, saying that the project could also miss its 2021 holiday launch as developer Guerrilla Games is still working as hard as it can to finish it. With these things, sometimes something's gotta give, Hulst later said. Sorry, can't talk right now. It cannot be the quality of our titles, and it surely won't be the health of or the well-being of our amazing teams. Yes, dude, obviously, I agree with that also. Like, don't rush the games out if they still need time in the oven to bake, Like, no shit. But, again, it's the cross-gen bullshit, No reason to make both these games be held back by ancient hardware limitations by making them cross-gen titles. Especially when games like the Demon's Souls remake and the new upcoming Ratchet & Clank game are and will be PS5 exclusives. Now, as previously mentioned guys, these initially were said to be and supposed to be next-gen PS5 exclusives, which obviously got most gamers pretty hyped, myself included. The Horizon Zero Dawn developers already said back when they released Horizon Zero Dawn in 2017 that they had to cut out a lot of shit when making it on the PS4. The PS4 is simply too weak. I mean, let's remember, this shit was already outdated and basically using outdated hardware back in 2013 when it initially launched. Basically, what, 8 years ago now? Jesus. So basically announcing that these new games would be next-gen PS5 exclusives gave a lot of us gamers hope and excitement towards having a full next-gen experience. Imagine how much better these games would be if they could take full advantage of the next-gen hardware. Now, while some of you might be like, hey Anthony, hey Mr. Haven, the PS4 games looked amazing and ran great. Don't be a hater. I'm sure they'll be fine. And while I'm sure some of you are already furiously typing in the comment sections like the good little keyboard warriors you are, calling me a dumbass and shit, mentioning that most people don't even have a PS5 yet, so it makes sense to release it as a cross-gen title since over 100 million people have bought and they own a PS4. It's way too big a player base for Sony to just be like, fuck it, and miss out on all that extra cash. I mean, Sony is a business after all, right? Yes, okay. I do agree with all those sentiments. And yes, both God of War 2018 and the original Horizon Zero Dawn were both great games that looked amazing, and they played pretty damn good, not gonna lie, but they were still hailed back by ancient hardware that was already outdated when it released back in 2013. That's right, folks. PS4 has been out for 8 years now, going on a fucking decade. Alright? Holy shit, I feel old now. Fuck, dude. I graduated high school in 2011. This shit came out 2 years after I graduated high school. I feel old. Damn. Moment of silence for my damn age. About to be senior citizen up in this bitch. Okay. Anyways, I'm sure these games will still be amazing, and obviously they'll still look and play great on PS5, okay? But I can't help but not be disappointed. I enjoy and want true next generation titles, and I'm sure a lot of gamers agree. Who the fuck goes out and spends $400 to $500 on a PS5? Okay, that's even honestly sometimes these days it's even up to like what, $1,000 or more with current scalper prices. Who the fuck pays that much money just to play cross-gen games? I know I won't. I know I didn't. Okay, fuck that shit. You got me fucked up. It's a damn waste and a damn shame. Not only of the PS5's potential, but for the game's potential too. Imagine how amazing the new, like I said, it'll still be amazing, but like imagine how much more amazing the new God of War game would be if it was just a PS5 exclusive. The loading times, which I'm still sure will be great, just imagine how much better they would be. Imagine how much bigger of a scale the game would have. You know, we all love God of War because of its massive scale, and I'm not saying it can't have good scale on a PS4. Obviously 2018 is a good example of that, but like, let's be real here. Like, they're gonna have to scale the game back immensely, and they're not gonna be able to be as grandiose with their vision as they could be if they have to make sure that the game can still be scaled back and run properly on almost decade-old hardware, like I mentioned before. It's just not going to be a completely, it's not going to be a real next-gen experience, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, like, it'll just be more limited because the devs will have to constantly be aware of the games they need to run and work properly on the PS4 hardware. That's the problem. Just look how Cyberpunk 2077 turned out. Well, I'm sure we won't have a repeat of that. You know, not every game is poorly optimized like that. You still get my point. At least hopefully. I hope. God of War Ragnorok should be a PS5 exclusive. End of fucking story, man. End of story. The PS4's had a good run. Let it rest. Please, for the love of God, let that shit rest. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to my little rant. Feel free to comment your opinions and thoughts down below in the comments section. I welcome and I enjoy having lots of discussions with all my fellow gamers out there. Thanks everyone who came to my channel and watched this video. This is my first gaming news video, so I hope it's decent. I think so, but hopefully you guys like it too. Please subscribe if you do enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, because y'all know the like button's free, right? That shit's free, doesn't cost you anything, so hit that shit. Thank you. Anyways, happy gaming and have a good day. This is DarkHaven signing out. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.